Moscow. As the capital and heart of the Soviet war effort during World War II, it was at the center of the struggle between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union. During our time here, we'll be exploring key sites from some of the most savage combat of World War II. From cathedrals to parks, we'll discover how the people of Moscow endured and triumphed against the Nazi onslaught. Moscow's story is one of resilience, sacrifice, and victory, a testament to the spirit of the Russian people. Now we're here at the Kremlin, which was not only an imposing fortress during World War II, it was also the center of command for the Soviet forces. Within these walls were the offices and bunkers of the Soviet Union's most powerful people, including Joseph Stalin himself. A network of subterranean command posts and shelters were constructed to withstand the German bombardment. From there, the Soviet command directed the defense of Moscow, and they coordinated the Red Army's counterattacks and reinforcements. The Kremlin also houses some of Russia's most cherished spiritual and cultural institutions, such as the Cathedral of Annunciation behind me. These cathedrals remained active places of worship during the war, inspiring many of the Soviet forces to continue fighting. Today, the Kremlin serves as the official residence of the President of Russia, as well as the headquarters of the Russian government. But it's also a major tourist destination that allows visitors to explore its centuries-old churches, museums, and the halls of power that have shaped Russia's destiny.
On the eastern side of the Red Square in Moscow lies Vladimir Lenin's mausoleum. Vladimir Lenin was the first leader of the Soviet Union and the leader of the Bolshevik Revolution, which caused the Soviet Union to form. Despite Lenin's wishes to be buried with his mother in St. Petersburg, Stalin ordered the Soviet people to show Lenin's body to the public. During World War II, when Nazi Germany attempted to invade Moscow in late 1941, it was a psychological choice to destroy Lenin's mausoleum because it was a key place that inspired Soviet people to defend their country by joining the military to fight the Nazis. St. Basil's Cathedral is a 16th century masterpiece of Russian Orthodox architecture with onion-shaped domes and stone walls. It is an icon of Russia's rich cultural heritage. As German forces closed in on the Kremlin, St. Basil's Cathedral stood tall, its vibrant colors and silhouette emulating hope through the carnage. For the Soviet Army, St. Basil's became a rallying point where soldiers would receive orders, share news, and draw inspiration. Today, St. Basil's Cathedral is one of the most iconic landmarks of Russia. It is a must-visit in Moscow, and its survival during World War II only solidified its status.
Now we're at the Moscow Metro, which was constructed in the height of the Soviet era. During the war, the Moscow metro system was an extensive network of bomb shelters and supply routes. This enabled the Red Army to quickly move troops, weapons, and provisions to the front lines. According to the Moscow Metro archives, a total of 3,800 cribs and 4,600 beds were installed at the stations, along with drinking fountains, water taps, and toilets for during bomb raids. Doctors were on duty at all times, and in the evenings, kids were given milk and bread. A branch of the History Library was even set up at Kurskaya Station in November of 1941. Apart from serving a practical purpose, the metro stations are also incredibly beautiful. Stations like Mayakovskaya offered refuge and hope to the Soviet people. Just as these great stations withstood the invasion, so too did the citizens of Moscow. Now we're here at Victory Park, which is a new memorial complex on the outskirts of Moscow. It's dedicated to honoring the sacrifices of the Red Army, with a towering obelisk in the center and eternal flame monuments. It's also built on Poklana Hill, which was the stage of one of the fiercest battles during World War II. Here was a crucial stronghold with an elevated position for overlooking Moscow. Today, you can see the skyrise buildings, which are a stark contrast to the fierce battles during World War II. Today, Victory Park is a popular attraction among both tourists and Muscovites. Through its museum and countless monuments, memorials, statues, and sculptures, Victory Park ensures that the sacrifices of the Soviet people during World War II will never be forgotten. In Victory Park stands the Museum of the Great Patriotic War, or the Victory Museum, which is the prime institution for learning about the Eastern Front conflict. Visitors are immersed in the battle and sacrifices, with military equipment, personal effects, and documentary advice on display. We thought the museum was very well curated, and they even took the effort to get pictures of everyone who contributed and had books holding the names of every Russian person who passed during the war.
These are the faces of the people who helped defeat the Nazis. This exhibition commemorates their sacrifice and contribution to victory.
And while we were there, we also saw groups of students on patriotic education field trips, and there was even a graduation happening, which tells you that the Russian people really care about preserving their history. So Victory Park and Victory Museum are definitely worth a visit if you're ever in Moscow and want to learn a little bit about Russian history. Now we're at Gorky Park, which used to be the estate of a noble Russian family. Then during World War II, it was turned into a soldier training ground, hospital, and civilian defense operations center. In the aftermath of the war, the park was meticulously restored and reimagined with rides, attractions, and lush greenery. Speaking of rides, there's a Pirates of the Caribbean. I think they want to ride it. Why am I getting dizzy? Ah! No, why is it so long? While we were there, we were really reminded of Central Park in New York City because there were also boats in the lake, vendors selling ice cream, and nature everywhere. So the vibe in Gorky Park was really nice, which makes you think about its transformation from a wartime necessity to a leisure destination. All in all, Gorky Park's remarkable story stands as a testament to the unbreakable spirit of Moscow and its people. This is a monument of Georgy Zhukov, the chief of staff of the Red Army during World War II. He organized the defense of Leningrad and Moscow in 1941 and led the final Soviet assault on Berlin in 1945, eventually capturing it.
The horse that Zhukov was riding is named Idol. It was Stalin's idea to search for a white horse for Marshal Zhukov to ride in the Red Square during the first ever victory parade in 1945. At 10 a.m., June 24th, 1945, Zhukov rode Idol from the gate of Spasskaya Tower and inspected the Red Army. Marshal Zhukov was also the person who commanded the Battle of Berlin and personally accepted German surrender. A descendant of Idol attended the Victory Day ceremony in 2010.
Behind me is a sign that commemorates those who died in World War II from 1941 to 1945, and then those words roughly translate to "fallen for the motherland." On the side is an eternal flame that honors those who perished. During our journey, we've witnessed Moscow's unbreakable resilience in the face of violent conflict, shown from the Kremlin, where the Soviet leadership directed the war effort, to Ploshchad Revolyutsy, where the people rally against Nazis. We've seen Gorky Park's transformation from an estate to a military training ground, and the Moscow metro system, which was vital in transporting troops and supplies. At every turn, the sacrifices and determination defining the Soviet triumph have shown through. People say that those who forget history are doomed to repeat it, but with the countless monuments and reminders of the Great Patriotic War scattered through Moscow, how could anyone forget? For those who want to learn more about the Eastern Front conflict, a visit to Moscow is essential, where the echoes of that crucial battle still reverberate.